Hello Taurus, and welcome to the Spiritual Nomad channel. This is going to be your reading for the first half of July. Needless to say, this is a general reading for the sign of Taurus, so it won't necessarily fit with every single Taurian. So if it isn't fitting, don't try and make it fit. However, if I'm telling it as a love story and you see it as a work story, then that's what it is to you. If I'm telling it from your point of view and you know that it's the opposite ways round, or if you're a cross watcher, equally the same. So if you can see clearly how it fits, don't protest what I'm saying, just know it in your mind that that's how it's fitting for you, and if it doesn't feel like it fits at all, then just let it go, okay? And a couple more shuffles and we'll get on with your reading. There we go. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups, Hermit in reverse, and Justice upright. Okay, so Taurus. So, for a lot of you, there's been some kind of loss, which I would imagine you've been in the hermit mode for a while. This loss could be anything from a lover, a job, an actual passing within the family, a home, a car. It's infinite what the loss may have been, from something very small to something very big. But whatever it was, be it the smallest thing, it was very important to you. And it felt unjust. It felt unjust. The loss didn't feel correct. And it's made you withdraw. It could have been the loss of a friend. You know, it's and however it resonates. Taurus, but I'm going to pull a few more cards before I commit myself to the feeling, but I'm feeling a turnaround here, because the Hermit's in reverse now next to the Justice card, so I am feeling that this has been a situation that you've been in some respect. Perhaps you've fallen out with a friend, or you know. We'll pull a few more cards and see if we get a clearer resonation to what it may apply to. Okay. Right, so it could have been something. It could have been something that you were manifesting. And there was some kind of secret around this thing that you were manifesting, that's now come out, and that's what's pulling you out of. So you've been very much in this situation. So you've been very, very sad about the situation. So when I say manifesting, again, it could be this could have been a creative project, a business that you were building, a relationship that you had begun, or a friendship, quite possibly. If this is in a romantic sense, I'm seeing it more I'm seeing it less for couples. I'm thinking this probably applies to a different aspect of your life if you're in a long relationship or marriage. I'm seeing it more for if you put a lot of work into a friendship, you were hanging around with somebody an awful lot, they were spending all of their time with you, and you thought it was going to become a relationship, or there was a mutual romantic interest, and it was quite clear where it was going, and then it didn't go there. Maybe they turned around and started dating someone else. I don't know. I'm not quite feeling that. But whatever it was, be it, like I say, business or romantic, or there was The reason it didn't manifest, there was a reason it didn't manifest that you were not aware of. So whilst you were in your hermit mode after your heartbreak, or sadness, because it's not necessarily a broken heart that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing loss. So the loss, like I say, could apply to many things. It's less geared towards it being necessarily romantic, and that's why I'm saying if it is that way inclined, it's more of a, I don't see it having manifested into anything, but you could completely see why you were thinking it was going in that direction. But, you know, you haven't even held hands, let alone kissed yet. But if somebody's around your house every single day and on the phone to you all the time, and then, yeah, I'm sorry, but why would you not think that was the reason? However, if that is it, there is a reason why it wasn't that. There is a reason why that person didn't take your hand, didn't kiss you, didn't ask you on that proper date. There's a reason, and you now know. And because you know this, it's pulled you out of the space that you were in. Now, depending on what it was, because I'm seeing judgment and justice here. So I'm feeling it's definitely going in a positive vibe for you. So definitely, if it's business, work related or creative related, or you know, it could be legal action. It could be divorce proceedings after you know, after a split. Let's put a bit more cards. Whoops. Right. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. Right, Sun reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so it is now starting to feel like a divorce or a partnership or something that you thought had a bright, happy future and folded, or you know, if this is a loss, maybe you've lost a parent, leaving the other one in a bad way. This could be you having lost a partner. And not only have you had to deal with the loss, but you've had to deal with the legal wranglings thereafter. If it was, you know, it could be something, you know, basically you thought something had a longer, brighter future than it had. You feel cheated. Taurus, very cheated right now, out of something. See. Right. And then the bottom, Queen of Cups. Okay, so I've got 3 queens here. One of them is a firm friend. One of them is a firm friend and the other one is not. This Queen of Cups is there for you. This Queen of Cups is there for you. I'm feeling you right now as the Queen of Wands energy. I'm seeing you as this you're passionate and fiery. You're cross. You're quite angry and about something that's gone on with someone. Like to say, but I'm wondering if, you know, it could be a situation that somebody, maybe a friend, has, you know, cheated with your partner. That could be this these people could have both let you down. It could resonate in quite a few different ways. It could, like I say, it could still again be creative endeavours or business. It could even be, it could be education. It could be that you've put a lot of hard work in, and maybe you finished like first or second year of degree, and these guys are the guys, the tutors that, and you've not got the grades that you wanted or expected, and you're feeling it's left you now in a position where you're sort of walking away from this year. You've got another year to go, and you're feeling very low, and you're feeling that their judgment was very unfair upon you. So I think, yeah, and you're wondering whether you want to carry on. So whether this is creative, business wise, I'm feeling more so it could, like I say, could be, there is that slim possibility of romance. However, I really am feeling it more, I'm really feeling it as something creative, which for a lot of you could be work, but for some of you it could, creativity isn't necessarily linked in with your work. It could be a project, a hobby, something. Like I said, it could very easily be college, university, something like that, where you're feeling wrongly judged by your tutors or your peers, or if it's in the workplace, again, maybe you've done a project, a big presentation that's taken you forever to do. You've put a lot of work into it, and you're feeling that you've put it forward to the customer or whatever, and it's not been received how you wanted it to be, or maybe somebody's come in and perhaps they've stolen your ideas, or they were never going to use it in the first place. There's a few different energies here. What I am thinking though is you've got the 7 of Cups, of Pentacles rather than the 8 or the 10, and I'm wondering, you think you worked really hard, you think you did the best you could do, but maybe you didn't. Maybe they are right. Maybe there is more that you can do. So you're in a position here where you're wondering whether you should carry on with whatever this is. And this person here, so this is your Queen of Cups person. So she's showing up as a water sign. That doesn't mean she's a water sign. It doesn't even mean that she's a woman. Could be a man, showing these nurturing. So as a water sign, you've got to look at the traits there. So this is going to be somebody, somebody very caring, nurturing, loving, empathetic, that is going to give you what you need right now, which is going to give you the hug, the stroke your head, tell you it's all going to be okay, and give you the encouragement to turn these two back upright either side of your Queen of Swords, so that you feel rebirth of creativity and the energy to strive forward. Okay, so that's what you need right now. You need to let it go. You need to not sit there and say, well, it's not fair. You need to look at actually what more you could have done, or what you could have done better, and say, actually, did I give it 100% or did I give it 75? I'm not saying you didn't work hard at whatever it was, but maybe actually there was more you could have done. I'm just going to pull a Wild Offerings Oracle card to finish off your reading. These I've got really lovely messages that tend to like sum up the reading really, really nicely, so I like to pull one of these at the end of the reading. Whoops, but they are quite hard to shuffle. Let's see what we've got. Love. It's not about finding love, you are love itself. Help me, Lord, to send so much compassion and caring to the inner child that I always remember. I myself am love. Okay, so there we are. Hopefully focus there. There we go. Love. So self-love, loving others, loving yourself, loving others and being compassionate is different to sitting there going, well, I was good enough, I was good enough, my ideas were good enough, I worked hard enough. That's not the same thing. And also to admit that maybe you could have worked harder, that's more loving to yourself, really, to say, actually let's go back and let's Let's work on feeling okay about me. Why am I so affected by this? Why has this upset me so much? There's insecurities there. To feel that upset by something that actually might not be that big of a deal. Maybe you got a 2-1 instead of a first. You know, something small like that. You know, it's not small. You work really, really hard. You want that first, but not everybody gets them. This is about building yourself back up from that and being like, I'm amazing. I'm amazing in whatever ways I'm amazing. I don't have to come top of the class to love myself. Okay, so that's the message for you this week, Taurus. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, don't try and make it fit. If you have enjoyed the reading, then please like and subscribe to my channel, Spiritual Nomad, and hopefully I'll see you again in the future. Thank you and goodbye.